10 seconds remaining on the clock. Hanasaki High down by 1. Coach Yamamoto pointed sharply at Ryo Tanaka, a bench warmer all season. The pass hit his hands, an open shot, but his body locked up. The ball slipped away, stolen by an opponent's swipe. The buzzer screamed. Semifinals over. His teammates' stares burned hotter than the gym lights. Nobody spoke. Ryo sat alone in the locker room long after everyone left, the hum of the fluorescent lights echoing his failure. He pedaled home through pounding rain, the storm drowning out his ragged breaths, each drop a sting of disgrace. Blinding headlights, a horn, then a force that threw him into darkness. Silence. He woke to a white ceiling. Monitors beeped, and inside his skull, a stranger's life roared to life. Images of packed arenas, a soaring dunk, the roar of an American crowd. These weren't his memories. A man with a confident smile, number 24. The name surfaced unbidden. Victor Cross, dead at 26. Ryo stared at his trembling hand, and for a moment, a faint golden light flickered at his fingertips. A week later, Ryo returned to Hanasaki High. The gym doors loomed like a gate to his disgrace.
They all saw me choke. I can't just walk in like it didn't happen.
When the ball came his way, time fractured. The court became a grid of slow-motion pathways. His hand shot out, snatching a pass mid-air. Then, a behind-the-back sling to Kenji. Perfect.
Ryo, that pass was insane. You've been holding out on us.
Tanaka, I've never seen that from you. Stay after practice.
That wasn't the Ryo I know. Something's wrong. I have to find out.
After practice, Ryo sat alone in the gym, scrolling through Victor Cross highlights. Each dribble, each shot, felt like his own memory.
These moves were inside me. It's like I've been playing for years, but that's impossible.
From the doorway, Yuna Sasaki watched him, her gentle eyes clouded with worry. She had never seen him so troubled. His body now moved with a deadly rhythm. Every shot echoed a legend he had never met.
Ryo Tanaka will start. I don't know what changed, but keep it up.
Tanaka, you and I need to talk. Now, that crossover, that fadeaway, those are Victor Cross's moves. Since when do you play like an NBA ghost?
I've been watching his tapes, picked up some things. Nothing supernatural.
People don't just pick up a Hall of Famer's instinct. I am watching you.
That night, Ryo plunged into a hell of screaming engines and shredded steel. He held Victor's championship ring, and his own hand turned dark, alien, a flood of grief, of promises left unkept, regret so thick it choked him.
That wasn't a dream. It was his death, and it's inside me.
In a crucial match, Ryo twisted through a double team with a crossover so vicious it sent the defender stumbling.
That crossover, it's identical to Victor's, but that's impossible.
In the crowd, Takeshi Sato's hands tightened into fists. He knew that motion better than anyone. After the final buzzer, Takeshi cornered Ryo in the hallway, blocking his path with a predatory stance.
You, bench warmer, how do you know Victor Cross's moves?
I told my team. I studied his tapes. Who are you to interrogate me?
I am Takeshi Sato of Seijo. I was there when Victor died. You are no tape student. He taught me everything. Your imitation is a disgrace to his memory.
He knew Victor personally. If he keeps digging, my secret is exposed.
I'll find out the truth, Tanaka. Count on it. You want proof? Look at this. That's me, at age 10, with Victor Cross. He was my mentor. He promised to see me play in nationals. Then he died, and his promise died with him.
That promise. It's the same weight I feel in my nightmares. But why now?
You are stealing his legacy with a cheap imitation. I'll expose you, Tanaka.
Yuna, having overheard the confrontation, shrank back behind the corner, her heart racing.
Ryo, wait. I heard Takeshi yelling. Are you okay?
It's nothing. He's just intense about Victor Cross. I'll handle it.
He's lying, but pushing harder might make him retreat further. What is he hiding?
If Takeshi tells the team, I am done. They'll see me as a fraud, not an ace.
This isn't over, Tanaka. I'll be at every game, watching.
Desperate for answers, Ryo buried himself in the school library. Digging into old sports archives, he found a faded article. Victor Cross's visit to Japan years ago, a friendship with a local player. The article revealed a tragic promise. Victor swore to his dying friend, Takeshi's older brother, that he would win Olympic gold for Japan.
So that's why the memories are so heavy. It's not just skill, it's a debt.
During the next game, Ryo's sight warped. The gym became an American arena. Defenders moved like phantoms.
I am seeing through Victor's eyes. His past is leaking into mine.
He made a no-look pass that wasn't his own instinct. It was pure Victor. For a split second, he didn't know whose body he occupied.
If this continues, will there be any me left?
After the game, he sat in the locker room, the roar of a phantom crowd still ringing in his ears.
I need to know why these memories are here, before I lose myself completely.
The next match started smoothly. Then, during a dead ball, Ryo's posture shifted. Arrogant, cold.
Get out of my way. You can't guard a legend.
On the next play, Ryo slammed into a driving opponent with an elbow. Hard, the player crumpled to the floor.
What was that? That's not basketball, Ryo. You could have hurt him.
I didn't mean to. It wasn't me. It was like watching someone else control my body.
Coach pulled Ryo immediately. He spent the rest of the game on the bench, head in his hands, as the team played without him.
Ryo, you've been off all day. Talk to me, please.
I am scared, Yuna. Something inside me took over. I am not myself anymore.
We'll figure this out. You are not alone, Ryo. Whatever it is, we'll face it together.
But if that other me hurts someone I care about, I might not be able to stop it.
Ryo, you are off the roster until we understand what happened. I won't risk you or the team.
Hanasaki stumbled through their next game without him. Passes missing. Shots clanking.
Game's over. Fake. You can't even control your own body.
Ryo gripped his knees, the taunt cutting deeper than any injury. That night, sleep pulled him into a starry court. Victor Cross stood waiting, solemn.
I am sorry, Ryo. My regret pulled you in. I never meant to endanger you. The link is unstable. I hoped you'd fulfill my promise, but the transfer, it's consuming you. If you rely on my strength completely, I will overwrite you. You'll cease to exist.
Then how do I stop it? How do I keep myself?
Use my memories sparingly. Find your own path. The promise is yours now, not mine.
He attacked practice like a soldier. Pre-dawn free throws, footwork drills, passes without the glow.
I can't just copy Victor. I have to make his hunger my own, not his mind.
Ryo, you've been here since 5. Even legends rest. Take this water, please.
You are not Superman anymore, Tanaka. That's a good thing. Keep it simple.
Tanaka, you start against Sakurada. No flashy stuff. Just win your minutes.
In the qualifier, Ryo's passes were quiet threads, not fireworks. No glowing eyes, just crisp execution, down by 1. Final seconds. Ryo drew the trap and fed Kenji for an open dunk. Buzzer, Hanasaki won. The stadium roared their national's birth. Across town, Seijo High's gym stood silent and waiting.
I kept Victor down today, but that was a warm-up. Takeshi won't let me play soft.
Takeshi's team had been perfect all season. Their eyes were already on the title and on Ryo. In the next scrimmage, Ryo's internal clock felt completely off. His dribble pounded the court like a rock, clumsy and loud. A sophomore guard reached in and poked the ball free. Clean steal. The gym fell silent.
Focus. Ryo. That was elementary. Even a rookie wouldn't drop that.
Tanaka, sub out. Clear your head. I can't have you fumbling in practice.
He slumped on the bench, hands shaking. The golden whisper he'd relied on was fading to a murmur, then nothing.
It's slipping away. Without it, I am nothing. The team will see the real bench warmer again.
He stared at his palm, desperately forcing the glow. Only a faint, mocking flicker answered.
If I just let Victor take over completely, We can win. I can keep this. I can be the ace.
In his mind's eye, Victor's ghost materialized. Not pleading, not warning, just waiting, patient as death.
But if I do that, will there be anything left of me at all?
The next evening, Rio stood alone before a grave marked Victor Cross. Legend forever. Cold wind bit his skin. His phone vibrated. An anonymous video message, time-stamped months before the crash. He pressed play. Victor's voice crackled through the speaker. My biggest regret. I promised a friend I'd win Olympic gold for Japan. I never even played there.
That's the same weight I feel. The same unfinished promise. He's been carrying it all this time.
The graveyard air shimmered. Golden particles coalesced, and Victor's spirit stood fully formed, no longer a shadow.
You've been fighting the wrong battle, Rio. The more you resist my sorrow, the more it tears at the link. Accept my regret as your own. Let it become part of you. Then the skills will integrate. No possession, no fading.
You are asking me to carry a dead man's grief for the rest of my life. Then I accept. I'll carry your regret, your promise. We'll finish this together.
Then at last, the promise is yours, and I can rest.
Rio returned to the gym, but his drills were different. He closed his eyes, letting Victor's grief wash through him as he moved.
I am not pushing him away anymore. His pain is my fuel now.
The ball became an extension of a shared heartbeat. A crossover that started like Victor's, then spun into a move all his own.
Rio, that wasn't a copy. That was something new.
I saw that, Rio. You are not fighting yourself anymore.
In a practice match, Rio read the defense with Victor's clarity, then fed a pass with his own timing. A no-look that Kenji knew was coming.
We've got a real team now. I don't care how you got there, Tanaka. I am with you.
Huddle. We're going to nationals, and we're going as one. Tanaka, you are the point of that unity.
They believe in me. Not Victor. Not the bench warmer. Me.
The team circled him, hands in the center. They would face Seijo not as a miracle, but as a brotherhood. The morning before the championship, a video surfaced online. Grainy footage of Rio injecting an unknown substance, edited to look real. Reporters mobbed Rio at the school gates. Coach Yamamoto shoved through, pushing cameras aside.
They think I am a fraud again. Everything I built with the team, it's going to shatter.
Yuna's hands shook as she traced the metadata. The timestamps were forged. The video spliced from an old health checkup.
But the video already has millions of views. The damage is done.
To all the doubters, you'll see my greatness tomorrow. Just like I showed them in the league.
That clip spread everywhere. National headlines screamed, "Hanasaki star unhinged." Yuna grabbed his arm after the press, but Ryo's eyes were distant. The integrated control had fractured under the pressure.
The great Tanaka crumbles before the final. His legacy will be a joke.
I can't control it. The flashes are getting stronger. Victor wants out.
Ryo climbed the school rooftop alone. The city lights below blurred as tears stung his eyes.
I am becoming the monster I feared. The team trusted me, and I am losing the fight.
The rooftop door creaked. Yuna stepped out, breathless, having searched the whole school.
I knew I'd find you here. You always run to the highest place when you are hurting.
I don't know who I am anymore, Yuna. Victor's memories are drowning me.
But the Rio who stayed after practice, who fought through every failure, that's real. That's real. That's who we believe in.
She pulled him into a tight embrace. The violent gold flickered, then steadied into a gentle glow.
We don't need a legend, Ryo. We need you, flawed and fighting. Just you.
She's right. This isn't about Victor's promise. It's about the team who stood by me. Tomorrow, I'll play for us. Not for glory. Not for a dead man's regret. For us.
The national stadium roared as Hanasaki and Seiju took the floor for tip-off. Takeshi smothered Ryo's every move. His defense, a wall of rage. A steal, a fast-break dunk, and a mocking glare.
You are nothing but a fraud, copying a dead man. This is my court.
At halftime, the scoreboard read 51-36. Seijo's lead felt insurmountable.
They need to know why I play like this. I can't keep the secret while we're falling apart. I have Victor Cross's memories. Since the accident. That's why I changed. I am sorry I hid it.
I knew something was off, but I've seen you fight, Ryo. I don't care where the skill comes from. You are still our ace.
We win as a team, Tanaka. No more secrets. Now let's go take back this game.
They didn't flinch. They're still behind me. This feeling, it's like a second wind flooding into my veins.
The team charged out of the locker room as one, down by 15 but no longer doubting. Ryo sparked the second half with a behind-the-back feed to Kenji. Then a floating layup past Takeshi's outstretched hand.
You think a few fancy passes make you a real player? I'll crush you.
Ryo absorbed the taunt without a word, answering with a steal and a patient reset that drained the shot clock. The lead shrank. 10, 6, 3, as Ryo's hybrid style wove Victor's brilliance into his own creative rhythm. With 2 minutes left, Takeshi lowered his shoulder and rammed Ryo to the hardwood. The whistle froze the arena. As Ryo lay on the court, the golden light in his eyes flickered and died. Victor's presence extinguished like a snuffed candle.
Victor's gone. I am on my own now. Kenji's voice cut through. We got this, Ryo. You don't need a ghost. You've got us.
Ryo pushed off the floor, his legs shaky, but his will iron. The world was no longer gold, just a gym, just the game. The scoreboard read 68-68. 2 minutes remained. And Ryo Tanaka was finally, fully himself. Ryo called a play he had drawn up himself. A backdoor cut off a high screen. Not Victor's design, but theirs. The double team collapsed on Ryo, but he threaded a bounce pass through their legs. Kenji caught it mid-stride. Kenji rose and threw down a two-handed dunk. Hanasaki took the lead, 70-68. The crowd surged to its feet. Takeshi grabbed the inbounds pass, eyes ablaze. He motioned for isolation. The game came down to him, and Ryo...
He's favoring his right. I've watched his film 100 times. He'll cross left after the hesitation.
Takeshi took the bait and drove. Ryo slapped down his hand, cleanly knocking the ball free. A steal. The arena erupted. Coach Yamamoto immediately signaled for a timeout. 10 seconds remained on the clock.
Great defense, Tanaka. Now hold the ball. Force them to foul. We've got this. Great defense, Tanaka. Now hold the ball. Force them to foul. We've got this.
10 seconds. My team. My game. No ghosts needed.
The referee handed Ryo the ball. Seiju swarmed, double-teaming him at half court, but he dipped his shoulder and split the trap, exploding past them toward the arc.
I could run out the clock, or I could take the shot that defines me.
With 3 seconds left, Ryo rose. No golden aura, no ghost, just his own breath, his own release. The ball arced high, a prayer to the rafters. The buzzer shrieked as it swished through the net. The scoreboard erupted in light. Hanasaki 78, Seiju 75. Kenji slammed into Ryo, screaming, lifting him off the floor. The rest of the team buried them in a pile of joy.
We did it. I did it. It's over.
Ryo sank to his knees, the ball rolling away. The weight of the journey crashed over him. Hanasaki High were the national champions, and Ryo Tanaka had finally, truly become a player to be feared. Amid the celebration, time fractured again, this time gently. The crowd's roar drained to silence, and a golden glow filled the court. Victor Cross stood before him, whole and smiling. The ghost was no longer a shadow.
I didn't want you to be me, Ryo. I wanted you to finish what I couldn't. You honored my promise by becoming your own. That was always the purpose. My regret kept me bound. Your growth set me free.
His form dissolved into a cascade of golden light, scattering like fireflies.
Live your own dream now. I'll be watching.
Ryo, still on his knees, felt the warmth of a promise kept.
Thank you.
The world crashed back in, and Ryo Tanaka stood, no longer a vessel, but a player who had truly earned his victory. A figure cut through the celebration. Takeshi Sato walked straight to Ryo, his expression unreadable.
I was wrong about you. I saw you as a threat to Victor's memory, but it was just my jealousy. He was my idol, my brother's friend. I clung to a promise that died with him.
I have his memories, Takeshi. He didn't want us to fight. He wanted you to be great on your own. That promise wasn't a weight. It was a gift. Use it to become the player he believed you could be.
I don't know how to let go. That photo was all I had.
Ryo stepped forward and extended his hand, an offering neither of them ever expected.
Then honor him by playing your own game, not his. Let's push each other forward.
Takeshi grasped it, not as a surrender, but as a new beginning.
Next year, I'll beat you as myself, not as Victor's shadow. Count on it.
The new championship banner hung proudly in the Hanasaki gym, catching the afternoon light. Ryo stood beside Yuna, both staring up at the fabric that held their story.
Thank you for not losing yourself. The real Ryo is the one we always needed.
I finally understand who I am. Not Victor, not the bench player who froze. Someone new.
Coach Yamamoto approached, his usual scowl softened into something almost fatherly.
Tanaka, next year's team needs a captain. I am offering you the armband.
I'll lead them. Not as a ghost's shadow, but as myself.
Kenji clapped Ryo on the shoulder. A silent promise of brotherhood. The ghosts had faded, but the promise lived on, in the player Ryo had become.
This is just the beginning, for the team and for me.
The gym stood empty, early morning light bleeding through the windows. Ryo bounced a ball alone. He stopped at a spot on the floor. The same spot where his hands had failed him months ago.
That was a different person. Now this is just where I start.
He took a breath, then drove to the hoop. A simple, quiet layup. No flash, just precision. The ball kissed the glass and fell. Nothing but net. His own skill, earned, not borrowed. He caught the ball and looked up at the championship banner. A promise kept.
Thank you, Victor. I'll take it from here.
He set the ball spinning on his finger, a habit, then tucked it under his arm. The gym was silent but full.
Next season is ours. And I am exactly who I am supposed to be.
Through the window, the sun climbed higher. A new day, a new player, and a future without ghosts.